By the way, the music on Game Boy Battletoads is way too good. We've got that as we move over to our game reveal. Everybody, chill a little bit, okay? Because our next game master is chilling a little bit in voice right now. Where are you? Oh, it's me. Okay, yeah, hello everybody. I get to choose the first game. I think Corndan is gonna come commentate with me a little bit. Oh, yeah. Hello there, Corndan.
Hello.
Oh my gosh, let me go ahead and turn you up a little bit so I can hear your wonderful voice. Yeah, here's the deal. I chose this game, but it seems like you are a little bit familiar with it as well.
I am. I played this in testing, and I played it in preparation for Arcade Pit. It's not so good.
I actually really enjoy this game, though. I'm not gonna lie, like, it's not good, but it's got a charm that not too many other games have. By the way, this is the first time it's shown up. I believe I've tried to give this out since the first Ku5ogrande, and I've never been able to until today.
Because it's ubiquitous enough that people play it.
Oh yeah, pretty much everybody has played it. Oh, well, let me go ahead and reveal it. We've got the Three Stooges for Nintendo. That's right. Curly, Larry, and Moe are going to be shaking things up. Going to be nyacking their way across the world. Wait, Mike Uyama hasn't played this? Oh, no. Yeah, this is definitely a classic bad video game. And so figuring out a way to actually give it out was tough, but we've got it.
I'm amazed you were able to give it out.
Same here. I try to throw it out every now and then. It always gets vetoed because somebody has played it, but not today. Yeah, I played this as a kid. I remember going over to my cousin's house, and they had this, okay? And so I played it, and it absolutely destroyed me. Like, I don't know. It's an impossible game until you realize that it's just dumb.
But even when you realize it's just dumb, it's still an impossible game.
I've beaten it, Corndan.
I have too, but it's still really hard. And it's really hard for all the stupidest reasons.
Yeah.
Like, it shouldn't be hard, and it just gets in its own way.
It definitely does. By the way, everybody, if you haven't heard of this game so far, it is not a platformer, and it's not... we'll say it's a minigame game, you know? Essentially, if you know Virtual Bart, that's what we're getting into.
I mean, more or less.
It's true, though. It's proto-Virtual Bart.
I definitely feel like it's one of the earlier, I don't know if it was the earliest, but one of the earlier mini-game games, right?
Yeah.
So it may not be the first, but it's probably the most ubiquitous in this generation. So if you like Mario Party, you can thank the Three Stooges.
I've spent like all morning trying to find the game that I was thinking of. There's some Famicom game that came out that's a lot like Mario Party. Specifically, there's a board layout and you go around the board, and I can't remember what it is though. Like, I couldn't find it. Mario Party is the Three Stooges of party games. That sounds about right. More like Four Stooges, and then you get a blister in the middle of your hand.
Oh. Yeah, more or less.
Oh, Fortune Street. I think that's it. Yeah. I was thinking Wall Street Kid, but it's probably Fortune Street. Okay, Corndan, we might actually have the answer now.
That is true.
Fortune Street. Yeah, oh my gosh, Mario Party 1, so many blisters. Did you play much Mario Party back in the day?
I did. I definitely had the blisters from it and broke Nintendo 64 controllers.
Oh, good.
So yeah, I played a lot of that as a kid because it was something that we had a Nintendo 64, and it was something that my brother and sister and I could all play together at the same time.
Aw, that's cute.
So
Yeah,
I do want to point out
we could play it together too.
we could. I do want to point out something really interesting that I found out recently about this game. So when you start up this game, and we're not really going to see it, right? It comes up as Ghostbusters 2, and then the Three Stooges come on and say that, it's the wrong game.
No. Let me see. You're seeing it right here.
All right,
everybody.
So if you play this on other consoles or computers, like the Amiga version, right, doesn't come up as Ghostbusters 2. It comes up as Defenders of the Crown, and then does the exact same thing.
I love it.
So they actually tailored for where Activision made this for multiple consoles. They actually tailored it to like popular games on that console.
It's a nice little part. It's so good. That is the best part of the game, as people in chat are saying.
It absolutely is.
I don't know. Which minigame in the game is your favorite?
I kind of like, even though it's awful, the pie throwing one. The boxing one is pretty bad. I'm not a big fan of that one. The pie throwing, the slapping one is also kind of fun too, but it doesn't really get you anything.
Yeah, it's true. My favorite has to be the clams.
I hate that one. Like,
I can actually play it. It works really well.
I am no good at it. I'm no good at it, but the clams one it's rough. But I think it gets you a fair amount of money, so it's worth doing.
Okay, so I see 3 out of 4 of our players live right now. One of the players, though, has their incorrect Twitch information in their profile. Oh my gosh, everybody, I know it's hard to keep up with it, but if you can keep that updated, you'll make it so much easier. But yeah, it's okay. It's like we just have to deal with everybody's names changing for pretty much eternity.
Yeah, that's pretty typical.
Yeah, like here's the deal. Back in the day, you couldn't change your name on Twitch, and those were the days. Okay, I always knew where people were streaming to. I always knew what their Twitch names were. I always knew how to find them. And then Twitch is like, let's ruin your life, Prosentia. And yeah, now you can change your Twitch name, which honestly is for the better, but it still ruined my life.
So chat is already asking here, we are going by money earned, correct?
Yes. Progress will be based off of money earned. Whoever makes the most money throughout the course of the game will be the winner.
You mean on a single playthrough, correct?
Or single playthrough, yes. They have to do it on a single playthrough. We have allowed, if they are on a final run, they get 2 extra minutes at the end to try to get another personal best when it comes to collecting money. So that's how we're doing it. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. I am just checking right now with one of our players to see if we can get somewhere with sound. Because
that is real important.
Slightly. Uh-oh.
We're the wrong game. Hey, this looks like a kid's game. You'll win, but so...
Oh, that is too good. I love it.
So the Amiga version uses the same audio files, right? For that, it's just Defender of the Crown instead of Ghostbusters 2.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, it looks like we are just about ready. If I can, like, actually get things set up on my computer so that I can see everything that I want to. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Okay, I'm checking right now with the players to see if they are ready to rock and roll and save the orphans. Yes!
Well, it is important to save the orphans.
Okay, everybody. Go ahead and get all of your Three Stooges emotes, orphan emotes, or possibly slapstick emotes. And spam those away right now. Because we are doing the countdown. Go ahead and bring the violence in the emote. Spam! Oh, yeah. I mean, it is... Oh, my gosh. There are actually Three Stooge emotes.
From Chubo, yeah.
Aw, Chubo, you're perfect. As soon as I see movement in the first selection thing, I will start our timer. And here we go. We could actually see a game over before anybody actually gets to anything, but it looks like that's not going to happen.
I mean, it is possible.
What a video game, you know?
You'd have to do a lot, though.
I mean, sort of. Okay, everybody on to various minigames. Martin doing the clams. Again, I'm fine with this one.
And Albus and White Panther are doing the pie. So tell me about how do you have to get the clams?
Okay, the clams, what you have to do is whenever a clam appears, grab the cracker that the clam is around. As long as you collect at least one clam, you are going to be fine. Or as long as you get one of the crackers, you're going to be fine. But get it from the clam. Okay, come on, Martine. You can do it. Yes. Okay. Only one cracker left. It's unfortunately a little bit difficult when you only have one. But that's okay. $140 tied with White Panther.
Yeah. I think overall the most consistent one, at least for me, was definitely the pies, in which case it's you both hit the buttons to throw the pies and then also to block, right, to duck back down. That's real important. Now we've got White Panther and Pixel Penguin on the boxing stage, where you don't really have to worry about what's up top. You worry about what's on bottom. You need to make it all the way to the end of the stage to get a radio and bring it back.
Yep, they are controlling Larry in this minigame, the largely ignored of all the Stooges. I don't know, I've liked Larry a lot more as I've grown up, you know, as I've grown older. Larry's just an upstanding dude. Okay, it looks like Pixel Penguin got no money from that, which isn't really too much of a surprise because the boxing stage takes a lot of work.
Hard.
I can do it fairly reliably now.
And it's also all or nothing, right? There's no incremental... if you want money, though, I think the trivia one is the best way to go because it's like $200 for every correct answer. You just have to know a lot about the Three Stooges.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. Larry plays the violin good. That's $200 right there. Not too bad. I feel like Albie is moving a little bit into the lead here. Now, you do not want to get the mouse traps in the little selection area because that will destroy you.
It just makes you lose a day. It doesn't get anything, but yes.
In what year was Curly born? I feel like 1893. Oh, 19. Wow.
So, probably 1903 would be, or 1919.
Oh, no.
Congratulations.
Lame brain. You know, they are likely going to get one answer right because, guess what? Trivia, when you don't know the Three Stooges, is really, really difficult.
Yeah. Well, and eventually, right, you'll, with an hour and all of this, you'll be going through.
Albie gets a game over, but that was still a decent amount of money. Like, they got $600 towards the end there. There we go. Martine doing the punching, slapping your friend minigame. So, what's the point of this?
So you don't get any money out of it, but what it does, right, is the more that you can push everything to the slower side, right, the more that you do the slapping, the slower it makes the like roulette wheel on what you want, so you get to
Oh
basically
no!
use that to
Let's
choose what
watch
you want.
Martine. Let's watch. Well, okay.
So now it just you're just gonna get whatever you get.
That's pretty good. I'm a big fan of this game. Oh, everybody, just welcome to everything that's miserable about this. Ooh, we get the surgical team. I love the surgical minigame. I actually think this one's fun. It's not good, but it's fun.
No, it's not good.
Okay, so what they need to do is collect the pluses and not run into patients. And it starts getting a little bit fast.
Is that because you don't collect enough pluses?
I don't recall. I think that if you don't run into patients, it just continuously speeds up. Oh, I don't like this music, though. Okay.
I mean, it's not good.
It's not great. Hey, White Panther just gets a $500 paycheck. Heck yeah.
I mean, if you could consistently get boxing, right, like being able to work that out, White Panther's been able to do it a couple times, it's totally the way to go.
Yeah, $115. Very nice for Martine. Pixel Penguin is trying to throw some pies. Now, the difficult thing is that you do need to duck when pies are thrown at a specific Stooge, but the controls are very not intuitive for that section. I did give them the manual, though, because I actually have a soul.
Yeah, the manual is pretty necessary for this.
Yeah, I'd agree, because every single minigame that you have has a different a different control scheme. You're gonna be so confused. So let me see. Let me go ahead and talk about the story here. Save the orphanage. Yeah. The nasty banker Al Fleesom has threatened to tear down Ma's orphanage unless the mortgage is paid. He wants $5,000 in 30 days, or else. The Three Stooges, known for their soft hearts as well as their soft heads, volunteer to rescue Ma from her plight. Being desperate, she accepts their offer. We'll get the dough, vows Curly. 5,000 smackers? Where are we going to get that kind of money? Asks Larry. Well, get a job, you knuckleheads, says Mo. And so the trio heads into Stoogeville.
I mean, to be honest, right, $5,000 in a month is still a pretty good paycheck.
Yeah, I would love to get $5,000 in a month. Yeah, I mean, if I would have become a rocket scientist, maybe I could have done that.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, 3 players, by the way, have been doing the cracker eating competition. You just gotta eat as many as possible and not let the clams get them. Like, honestly, I think grabbing them out of the clams' mouths as much as possible is helpful because it lowers the amount of the stupid cutscenes that you get. Oh no, Martine! The orphanage! $485 is not enough! What a jerk.
It is definitely not enough.
Oh, this is a very difficult game. Honestly, getting $5,000 to save the orphanage and save the orphans is not exactly trivial in this game, especially since there's so much randomness with selecting the various stages. You can, pay attention and make sure you get what you want, or at least make sure the hand doesn't show up on the mousetrap, but you gotta have good reflexes.
Yeah, it's almost like playing Press Your Luck.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah, no whammies?
No whammies. But every time you say no whammy, like one more time, that's when the whammy's gonna show up.
Oh, you know it.
every single time.
People are asking how mad Martin is, and I have no idea how mad he is. But I'm pretty sure everybody is getting a little bit frustrated. The goal of the boxing one, as chat is asking, is to get to the end of the stage, grab the violin, and get back to... Or no, not grab the violin, grab the radio and get back.
Because the violin is broken.
Yeah, what happens is that when you play Pop Goes the Weasel on the violin, Curly gets extremely angry and becomes an excellent boxer. So you gotta go grab the radio that's playing Pop Goes the Weasel, bring it back, and then bam, you know, Curly's suddenly a good boxer. Yeah, it's based off of... All of these are based off of various episodes, you know?
Yes.
The sound effects are too good!
I mean, it makes use of the NES, their PCM driver, but that's not good.
Why is Bobby Hill being punched by a giant? Hard to say.
Well, I mean, if it were
Dang
Bobby
it,
Hill,
Bobby!
If it were Bobby Hill, this would be over. All he'd yell is, "That's my purse, I don't know you."
Pocket sand!
And then it'd be over.
Yeah, basically. Okay, so what I'm seeing, by the way, is that for the help wanted, the doctor's one, what you have to do is just... yeah, that word is not exactly kosher anymore, Manuel. Oh, the 90s. They're driving small race cars through the hospital on their way to assist in the operating room, where they can earn $15 per second if they get there. And then the pluses are medical supplies worth $5 each. Each collision with the patient uses up 10 seconds, and apparently you go through 20 corridors. I only saw one.
No, I think we saw more than one.
I only saw one. Like, it's a single hallway, right?
You imbeciles!
You imbeciles! I love him, though. What a good guy. By the way, for the boxing one, if you can get back by round 3, you get $800.
Is it by round 3? I thought it was by round 4 or 5.
By round 4, $700. By round 5, $600. And by round 6, $500.
I mean, that's still, I think, probably, if you had control over it, the most consistent way to get money right in the game.
Oh, yeah. It's a lot of money as well, as long as you can get back by the end of round 6. You know, it's $500. Not bad at all.
Well, I mean, if you want the best ending in the game, though, you gotta be averaging more than $500 a day.
I mean, technically you have 30 days, right?
Well, right, and you know, for the best ending, it's $20,000.
Oh, jeez. I think I've only gotten the $5,000, you know. No need for the best ending. For a decent ending, just get $5,000, you know. Too bad, orphans, you don't get a diamond bed. Guess what? You don't get creme de la creme for the morning, you know. You just get a little porridge, but better than nothing, right?
Well, I mean, maybe there's a... If you got them $20,000, they could have creme de la creme.
I'm not gonna get them $20,000. I'd keep that. Give them $5,000, keep the rest. Well, yeah, look, it's so much work. They're doing so much work. And then I could invest it in the stock market.
Well,
yeah.
Maybe if they had been invested in the stock market. I don't know. Would you want to be invested in the stock market right now?
Actually, that would probably be a bad idea, since this is likely during the Great Depression.
It's probably after that. I think their first movie was in, like, the 40s.
Yeah, but it's a little historical. I don't know.
I guess if they started performing as the Stooges in the 20s, then yeah, it would be during the Depression.
Yeah. Okay, Martin going up against the clams again. How is White Panther doing so well? Asked chat. I have no idea. Honestly, what you want to do is every time you get to any of the... Oh my gosh, White Panther, you got the Mo haircut question wrong. It's the Beatles. The Beatles had the Mo haircuts. Come on. But honestly, $4,800, that is huge. And this is being scored off of one attempt. However, that wasn't quite enough, White Panther.
Yeah, because the mousetrap just takes you straight to the end.
Like, I think if you get 3 mousetrap... No, once all 4 fingers have been snapped, the Stooges can't work at all, and the game is over. Wait, so do your fingers get broken when you choose the mousetrap?
They could have.
I think they do. By the way, I've actually stepped on plenty of mousetraps in my life. It's improv stuff. You wouldn't understand, Corndan. And mousetraps don't really hurt.
Well, I mean, not if you're wearing shoes.
No, like we would do barefoot. They're made to break mouse bones, and the mouse bones are super teeny tiny.
I mean, I've definitely been snapped by them on my hands, and it hurts. Right? I mean, it's not going to be like broken bones or anything, but it hurts.
I mean, it hurts if it gets stuck on a little, like flap of skin or something. Like if you step on it and it snaps the edge of your foot, that's bad. But even snapping your toes are big enough that, you know, it might sting a little bit, but that's it.
I mean, yeah, it'll hurt, but it's not going to like break your toes.
Oh,
More
not at
likely
all.
than not.
No,
Like
it doesn't
like a
even
rat
leave a
trap,
mark.
Like a rat trap, though, that might be different.
Well, don't step on rat traps. I think that's a good piece of advice. Everybody here, if you're going to step on a rodent trap, make sure it's a mouse trap and not a rat trap. Actually, let's go ahead and say that I don't advise doing it either way. But yeah, we'd play improv games where we would be blindfolded, have mouse traps all over the place, and had to act a scene, walking around and trying not to absolutely destroy ourselves. There's a good strategy, though. There are strategies to avoid getting hurt, even while blindfolded. So don't worry, it's doable.
Is the answer to kick one of the mouse traps into all the other mouse traps?
Nah, the answer is to actually... It looks a lot more dangerous, but basically, like, try to step right on mouse traps, like, stomp down, because if you step on a mouse trap, guess what? It triggers, but because your foot is on top of it, the trap part stays down until you lift your foot up, in which case it does the snap sound, and everybody laughs because it's scary, you know. It's a good trick. It's a good trick.
So you can definitely see on Pixel Penguin's stream there, right, when we were talking about getting your fingers snapped.
Yes.
How, right, like when you start, like there's like your whole hand's available. They were down to 1 finger left. So that's actually how you can tell how many lives you've got.
Okay, that's good. I never realized that, like, the entire time that I've played this game in my life, and I've played this a lot. Oh yeah, I remember as well with improv, with that specific show, they decided to be evil and throw loaded mousetraps at us. Yeah, that was fun.
Well, I mean, you know, as long as it doesn't get, like, your fingers, you're probably okay.
I mean, no, it didn't get my fingers. Like, I had some stick to my clothes, you know, catch the cloth. It was... the memories, Corndan. By the way, Martin is having a pretty good attempt right now, $2,500. Yeah, some people are saying that the pie throwing level is the best way to make money, but that one...
It's
so
maybe
hard.
if you knew, right, like that one's probably one of the more pain as far as controls go, right? Because you have to be able to control all 3 of them moving and throwing.
Yeah, yeah. I love that as soon as you said that, I heard, ow! It's the most pain. Ow!
So, like based on that, yeah, I mean, it's probably right, but
Yeah, I'm trying to see if there are controls here in what I linked to them. There's slapping game, help wanted waiters. Okay, so here are the controls. To throw a pie, choose your stooge with the directional arrows and press the A button. To make Mo Duck, press the up arrow. To make Curly Duck, press the right or left arrows. To make Larry Duck, press the down arrow. So your arrows both choose the stooge to throw as well as duck?
it looks like it.
Oh, this is miserable.
Oh yeah.
If the Stooges throw all their pies before getting hit 5 times, they double their money. So if you duck a pie, you get $5. If you hit somebody, you earn $10.
And if you can throw all your pies, right, all of that's doubled, which is why you can make a lot of money doing that.
Oh, yeah. And if you play it like me, you get $0. Because I am terrible at that minigame. Just give me oysters any day. Hey, chat is realizing that Martin is actually making a lot of money right now.
A lot of money, yeah.
Let's just, all 3 getting nailed right away. Oh, I love it. I think this might be Martin's first attempt at the pies. $10. You know, $10 for getting hit in the face with a pie, not bad. I mean, Quexel can tell stories about that, right? And he got more than $10 for charity at that RPG limit break. Oh, the early days where one of the incentives was actually throwing a pie in either Darkwing Duck's or Quexel's face. And yeah, it was good.
Was that when it was still at Essentia's house?
Yep. They did it in the backyard.
Well,
I'm really sad about the pie. I wanted to eat it. Like banana cream pie. Oh. It
They
just
hit it
sounds
with a
delicious.
banana cream pie?
Yes. Well, I mean, that was part of the meme. That didn't last longer than that year. But yeah, that was part of it.
I can
Oh,
kind of
it
get
was
behind this music now that-
SGDQ. It was SGDQ. My apologies. Not RPG Limit Break. I mean... Okay, never mind. What were you saying, Corn Dan?
I said I can kind of get behind this one music now, though.
Like the hospital one?
Yeah.
I feel like it's the worst, though.
I don't know if it is.
Name one that's worse than this.
Tasmania?
No, from this game.
I don't know. Like, it just doesn't seem that bad. It kind of fits.
Like, if it
Like,
lasted 2 seconds, sure.
Well, we can't have music that lasts more than 2 seconds. What is this, Spizz Popped?
It might be. By the way, you'll see that Martin has 10 seconds left and is only on corridor 15. You have to go fast in order to actually get to the emergency room. $345, though, not too bad for knocking patients out of their wheelchairs.
Yeah, it's... I mean, I think that's putting them close to, not almost there at, they had another day like that, they'd be at 5,000.
Oh, yeah.
Look, you guys telling me I'm experiencing Stockholm Syndrome now. I mean, I've been doing that for like the last 3 years.
Yeah.
Right? I can't tell what's a good game anymore because I play all this stuff.
How many shorts? Oh no, Martin got all of the trivia wrong. By the way, I might be taking notes about some of the trivia, just so that if I got back to the trivia, I could manage to get a few of the answers.
I mean, that assumes that you want to play this again.
Well,
And
no,
why
if I
would
want to
you?
get a high score. if I want to get
Right,
a high score, I would take notes.
Oh, okay. Like you would take notes if you were the one playing right now.
Yeah.
If nothing else.
Albie! Only 2 fingers left. Not a bad amount of money though. $18.95. Doing pretty good.
For day 7? Yeah, that's pretty good.
White Panther just nailing that patient. Bam!
Look, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Gotta go fast.
Gotta go fast.
Can you just imagine Sonic going through this hospital?
Well, if Sonic went through so there'd be no patients left.
They'd all be dead.
Sonic would hit them all, yeah.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Oh, I don't know if Martin knows about acceleration in the hospital. Maybe a little bit. I think he is accelerating a tiny bit, but not a big deal. If you still get plenty of the pluses, you get a good amount of money. It's just that I think per second that you have left on the clock when you get to the operating
room. It's like $15.
Yeah. That's a lot. Nobody pays me $15 per second.
Like, you know, plus whatever you find. I mean, for White Panther, it still didn't help, right? Because he hit a couple of people. So you lose a bunch of time.
You lose 10 seconds, I believe, each time you punch a patient.
That's effectively $150 every time you punch a patient.
It's a lot. Well, I imagine most doctors pay at least $15 every time they punch a patient. Or $150. You know.
I'm pretty sure the medical malpractice claims for punching a patient are a lot more than $15 or $150.
I think Martin is actually going to hit the $5,000 mark right now. Look, a bag of money. That's my favorite minigame. Picking up the money. $1,000. Yeah, that is enough to technically win the game. However, we are going based off of the high score. So, yeah, there's still time to get an even better score here. Meanwhile, Pixeled Penguin, unfortunately lost the orphanage.
Because $1,000 isn't enough.
Where do the kids even go when the orphanage closes down?
I think the guy buying the orphanage doesn't care.
Oh, I thought you were going to say he gets the children. Oh.
Well, he might get stuck with the children.
Yeah. Maybe the Stooges get stuck with the children. It's actually a really depressing ending if you think about it.
Maybe.
Oh, poor orphans. Albie is doing a good job getting...
Does anybody know any orphans to know if they got stuck with the Three Stooges?
Yeah, if any of you had to grow up with the Three Stooges...
please let us... And you're an orphan.
Yeah, let us know in the comments. And ring that bell. Stupid. Oh my gosh, I don't know.
While we're at it, clearly smash that like button and subscribe.
Yeah, retweet, retweet away, everybody.
Welcome to Ku5ogrande, where we don't even know what we're talking about anymore.
I don't know. It's so hard to keep track of who is doing well right now. But yeah, top right, Albie's got 3,000, not 30,000. Martin, though, extending this lead, $6,100, but there are a lot of mousetraps.
Just lost $1,000.
Oh no, where'd it go?
The banker took it for the damage you did to his safe when it fell on Curly's head.
I don't think that's how it works. Oh, another 1,000! Oh.
Yeah, the first time the safe falls on you, you get 500. The second time, you get charged 1,000.
Oh, baby. Okay, so I imagine Martin went for that thinking that it would be free money. And it was free money for the bank.
Yes.
I'm really enjoying how people lose, like, essentially their whole inheritance by dropping it in a bag on the street.
Well, I mean, you're just upset that in your hobo game, you just don't find bags of like $1,000 on the street.
No, you find like $1 max, okay?
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, you're just upset that.
Yeah, I'm upset. I don't think I've found anything like higher than $5 on the street. And you know,
I have definitely found $200 on the street. I turned it in, and then nobody ever came back for it, so they gave it back to me.
oh, well that's cool. No, I found like $5. Are you gonna go take that into like KFC and be like, hey, I found $5 in your parking lot, KFC. Find a good home for it. No.
Well, maybe not as much with $5, but 200 I would, because I found it in a grocery store parking lot, so somebody probably got it out of the ATM.
That is so sad.
Then, like, dropped it, and so I absolutely brought it back, hoping somebody got their $200.
I think that's a good idea. Yeah, if you find a sum that is going to be fairly significant, I'd say maybe even $10 or more.
$20,
$20,
$10 to $20 for sure.
Yeah, $200
$50,
definitely.
Oh, absolutely. But nobody ever came back to it. They, I had forgotten about it. The store called me up because I left my contact info. And they said, well, nobody found it. Here you go. So that paid for my groceries for the next 2 weeks.
Aw. Groceries are so good.
Especially in this day and age right now.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I don't want to go shopping, corn Dan. But I'm running out of food.
I'll
probably just order online.
I went shopping yesterday.
Okay.
And it was still weird.
Oh geez, yeah, last time I went there was like nobody there. And all of the like canned corn was gone. And all of the white bread. But all of the good bread was there.
Actually, for us, it's the opposite, right?
We're in Utah. Everybody eats white bread here.
Well, so here in New Hampshire, right at our local store, we have like one grocery store that covers basically the whole town. Right? It's a really good grocery store. There's a lot of really good stuff there. I really like it. So you still can't get toilet paper or paper towels.
Okay.
You're just now starting to get like name brand cheese back. The store brand cheese is made in the same dairy as the other ones, and it was always there.
Okay, good.
Anything that labeled organic, all of that was gone. All the chicken nuggets are gone. Like bubbly pizza crusts are gone, but not frozen pizzas.
Okay.
And all of like the fancy bread is gone, but like the store brand bread is there.
Gotcha. I need to tell you a story though, because I did say that everybody in Utah eats white bread. I have a story. Okay, and if my parents ever listen to this, I'm sorry that I'm telling childhood stories, but they've got to know. So what my dad would do was get a big bowl, and I don't mean, it wasn't always just like a normal cereal bowl, but sometimes a larger glass bowl. Tear bread up, put it in there, pour milk over, and this is white Wonder Bread, okay? So the stuff that is already basically a sponge.
Sure.
Tear it up, white Wonder Bread, pour milk on it, and then basically put like half a cup of sugar on top, and he would eat that as a snack.
Okay.
And I think that might be why we didn't have the healthiest food growing up.
I mean, it's possible, yeah.
Yeah, I don't recall ever having broccoli in our house. Ever. Yeah. Hey, Martin! $9,500 has saved the children's home. There's no apostrophe, though. And...
Well, but 95.70 is definitely well in first.
Oh, yeah. Someone is saying that's essentially evil bread pudding. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Kinda. I mean,
yeah.
I should make bread pudding. Bread pudding sounds delicious right now.
It's pretty good.
I mean, I like bread pudding. I just haven't done it.
Oh, well, corn dad. My dad would also eat mayonnaise, or no, Miracle Whip sandwiches, which was basically a piece of bread, Miracle Whip, piece of bread, Miracle Whip, piece of bread, Miracle Whip, piece of bread.
That's a lot of bread.
Yeah. And it's Wonder Bread, the white Wonder Bread. Like, I don't know. I just, my brain says no.
We never really did that when I was younger. So I don't know what's up with your dad.
I never ate it. I don't know.
I mean, I have to think, like, when was your dad born?
61? Sometime early 60s.
I mean, because I'm just thinking, like, I mean, that sounds like something like my grandparents would have done, but, they were Depression era.
Well, I mean, you have to remember this is Utah, which means that you have to time travel back like 5 to 10 years in order to see what's happening there. All of the fads here are about 5 to 10 minutes late. Years late.
I mean, for sure. I mean, I'm just more mentioning that, like, I wonder if there's something that when your dad was growing up, if they didn't have a lot of money or something like that, that would cause that.
I mean, well, then again, his dad was a farmer in rural Utah, which is very much known for being a desert. Or he was a rancher. Yeah, let's just say that the ranching business in rural Utah probably isn't the best.
I mean, I have seen Napoleon Dynamite. I do have a pretty good idea what that. I've heard that's
is pretty accurate.
I was gonna say I've heard from multiple friends of mine in that area and multiple Mormon friends that is really kind of accurate.
Yeah, if you've seen Napoleon Dynamite, that's essentially what childhood was like for any of us.
So did you give your llama some ham?
Oh, I wish I had a llama. I probably would have. I don't think llamas usually eat ham, though. Like, it's not what they normally go out and eat in the wild, It's not like they have a menu of grasses, different vegetables, ham.
Is your uncle capable of throwing a football over the mountains?
I think one of them was.
Okay. Then yeah, it's legit.
Oh, geez, that was going to be a really depressing statement from me. I was going to say, well, one of them was really good at dying from a drug overdose.
Well,
yeah, rural Utah, everybody.
Yep.
Yeah.
Once again, welcome to Ku5ogrande, where everything we talk about has nothing to do with any of the games going on whatsoever.
Nah, well, let's get back to the trivia. Oh, never mind. White Panther just finished trivia.
But White Panther has 11 days to go and is at $5,200. So I would say right now, that's a solid second with a huge opportunity to pull into first with this.
I'm sorry, Carrie. I'm sorry.
No, he's not.
Like, it wasn't a good time. Okay, Martin, moving on to a cracker eating contest. I'm so in trouble, Corndan. I know it. I'm always in trouble, though. That's how it's going.
Blame me. I probably instigated it.
Yeah, it's all your fault, Corndan.
I mean, I will take your sister being mad at me.
Oh, okay.
And I'll claim ignorance.
Good. Well, okay. It looks like, everybody is pushing forward right now trying to just get more money. Remember, we are going to score this based off of who makes the most money in a single playthrough. On their last playthrough, they are allowed to go 2 minutes over. That's the rules. I just love the screening. Curly screaming. That's like part of my childhood right there.
It's fantastic.
Oh, only one clan left, Martin. Yeah.
I feel like
oh yeah.
I feel like once you get to the one clam part, like you should be able to go like that for like ever.
For quite a while, yeah. I don't believe it's forever because eventually it will just go super fast. Oh, and if you can do pro strats like Martin right there, oh, this is good. This is going great.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to...
no. But still, 1,020, right, on eating crackers. That's huge.
Nobody's ever paid me for eating crackers. My gosh.
I mean, I think if you could just keep up with that, that might be the way to go.
Yeah, where I'm from, you have to pay in order to get crackers. They don't pay you.
Well, where you're from, they might. But anyway. But yeah, cracker money seems to be the best, like the easiest way you can go, like to be consistent. It may almost be worth trying to get the slap game to slow everything down so you can keep getting crackers.
Oh yeah, honestly, it's not bad because it's $50 every bowl at $10 each cracker.
Cracker.
If you're right at the end and you just keep getting one cracker, that's okay. It's $50 per bowl
it's
plus
60,
that $10.
Right, yeah. So it's 60. I mean, effectively, when you get down to one cracker, it becomes $60 per bowl. Like every time you get a cracker.
Yeah.
So. Chat's asking about the slap game. So if you've never seen the Three Stooges, a big part of their comedy was slap comedy here. And so Curly's mad at them for whatever, and so they just do the slapstick comedy. What it does in this, as by slapping their hands, you can slow down the roulette wheel.
I don't get the logic of that, though. The more violence you enact, the better the roulette wheel is.
Well, because your hands are in good shape.
Oh, okay. And, don't they want to help, though? Are you saying that the player in this case, you're Mo?
I mean, you're Curly most of the time, yeah.
Okay.
Or Mo or whoever, yeah.
Mo, the one in the middle, the one with the Beatles haircut.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you not know your Stooges, Corndan?
Clearly not.
Okay.
Please, Shemp was the best one anyway.
No, he's not. He barely even has a personality. Yeah, I would say that Mo is essentially considered the brains of the group, which isn't saying much, but he actually sometimes makes the correct call. He sometimes has good ideas. Larry, honestly, is like the best support character. He's just there cheering everything on. He wants to help out as much as possible. Like, Larry is a good, upstanding fellow.
The Larry is the closest thing to a straight man that the Three Stooges has.
I would agree there. Yeah, he's definitely not super straight.
No, that's what I said.
Yeah.
As close as you would get to a comedy straight man, right? For the Stooges, it's not straight up. But it's definitely the closest, right? That.
Oh yeah, for sure. He's there to, well, like I said, he's like an assist character. I'd say he's almost more of a bumbling idiot than anybody else.
He's the setup guy.
Yeah. Curly's the loud moron. Mo is the smart moron.
I mean, so what's that make the two of us? Which moron are we?
I don't know. Yeah, Mo was definitely in charge of the business side of things. He was pretty dang good at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, who could be our third stooge? Yeah, which stooge do you get to be? You could be Shemp.
I could be Shemp. Are you saying I have no personality?
No, you've got a personality. You've got a Shemp personality.
Jerk. I mean, clearly...
Ooh, Kate could be Mo.
Kate's Mo.
Yeah.
Right. Kate's clearly the ringleader of Ku5ogrande. It's not us.
Yeah, he's definitely got he's got the ability to keep it all together.
More so than we do.
Oh, sorry. I'm just trying to read a little bit about Shemp's personality because I can't recall exactly what he's like because I didn't care for him. He was okay. Just Curly is superior in every single way.
So, Wizard Man tonight, we've already established that that Cadis is Mo. It's not us.
Yeah, I'm not Mo. Could you imagine me taking things
in
serious?
Charge of all of this? Well,
wait a
what
second.
Happened. That was Ku5ogrande and 2-so-grande.
They actually happened and finished. It wasn't the worst. They exist.
True.
Not all the VODs exist. But
So
they exist.
White Panther's closing in on the ends of the 30 days. We're at 7,155.
That's huge.
Right, depending on they're doing the cracker one. So there is absolutely a non-zero chance they could pull into first with this.
Very, very nice. Yeah, even solidifying second would be completely fine. Honestly, Martin had such a good push. Oh my gosh. I wonder what they think about this game so far. They're not talking at all. They're just playing the mini games. Gotta keep going. Gotta be a stooge.
So I appreciate that your sister has claimed that you are definitely Curly.
I feel bad, but yeah, I probably would be.
So I guess that makes me Larry.
You could be a Larry. I'd let you be my Larry. Oh. Okay, I'm just trying to think right now. We've got 13, I was going to say 47 minutes left, but no, we've got 12 minutes left. We are starting to get close to the end of the game. Honestly, we see two people who have made a significant amount of money, significant amount of dough so far. White Panther is getting close to the end of this attempt, though.
I think this is the last one. This is the last day.
This is going to be the boxing match, which unfortunately that will not be enough to pass Martin.
It might.
Nope.
White Panther's been really good about succeeding this, though.
Yeah, but the max that you can get is $800.
$800.
I'm not a knucklehead. Wow. Everybody's harassing me, Corndan.
Well, you probably deserve it.
Actually, White Panther is just speeding through this. This is really good. Yeah, I feel like everybody has at least one more chance at this game at getting enough money to possibly push into the lead. But it does take a while to go through all 30 days. White Panther, come on! Come on! Yes! Round 4, that's $700 per the manual.
Yep.
I love that Mo just pats Larry's head. He's like, ah, good job. So there we go. White has saved the orphanage. Good job, White Panther.
Yeah, that's a solid second.
We paid the rent we owed. It's a shame we can't pay for repairs. That's okay. Go eat the flowers in the garden. You'll be fine. I love that it just says end. It doesn't even say the end. It's just like, end. It's over. It's over,
Well, you know.
isn't it? You know what? I love listening to the sound effects because for the NES, they're actually really good.
Yeah, they're not bad. Well, this was a later NES game, right?
I believe so. I mean, it probably had some sort of expansion or at least some chip that allowed them to store more of these sound effects.
Well, yeah, so, like, the NES has really had, that setup, you know, all told. Like, Super Mario 3 makes good use of it, too.
Yeah. By the way, someone is asking how the Pi game controls work, and I can't really tell you, because I'm not sure. It's chaos. That's what it is.
Yeah, the Pi game basically, yeah, if Smite were here, he'd be able to describe it real easy.
It's impossible. That's...
But I mean, it's you have a set of controls that throw and a set of controls that duck, and you need to do both.
Yeah, I don't understand it. I just don't. I do love, by the way, that this game completely leaves out Shemp. They're like, we're gonna pretend he never existed.
Well, you know, you do what you need to do.
Do what you gotta do. Play to the audience, you know, and the audience loves Curly and hates Shemp. So, at this point, oh my gosh. Okay, Cadis is trying to explain the controls. Up is top, left, right is middle, and down is bottom. If you just hit the arrows, you duck, but if you hit the arrow and push the A button, you throw a pie.
Okay.
That's all, Cornman. I'm not gonna... Do I need to say anything else about that? Because it's just not a good control scheme. But then again, is there a good control scheme for that? Probably not. What would have been better is, you know, making a different game. Or a different minigame at the very least. I love it. I love it so much. Everybody, we're starting to get close to the end, but remember, they will have a few additional minutes, 2 minutes at the end, in order to try to get a high score. So it doesn't end until they are either completely done or just run out of that extra 2 minutes. By the way, Albie is making a really good push. $5,900. I think that's a solid third. Yeah,
well, yeah, and it's only on day 15 too.
Yeah.
So.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! I hate this music. Well, I'm doing a little bit of research for this game. So, the original release of Three Stooges, the game was 1987, but NES came out in 1989. A little bit later than the other one, but still not super late in the Nintendo life cycle. You know, it's... I'm trying to think what other games came out in 1989. So, yeah, because of that, you know, there are some fairly impressive things in this game. And that's awesome.
DuckTales came out in 1989. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the arcade game. Batman. Friday the 13th.
Batman. Oh, Friday. Yeah, this was better than Friday the 13th. Like, hands down.
River City Ransom, Castlevania 3. Back to the Future. Back to the Future was 1989.
Oh, geez. Yeah, I would say that this, I don't know, might be on par with Back to the Future. Like, better sound effects, possibly worse gameplay.
Prince of Persia, Uncanny X-Men.
Oh my gosh. Is that the one I'm thinking of? The barely playable one?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Fester's Quest.
Yeah. This was probably more enjoyable than a lot of those.
Clash of Demon Head.
Yeah. I mean, that was Vic Tokai, so by default, it's pretty bad.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm looking as well. The developers of this, it looks like there were two different companies that really worked on different versions of this. Cinemaware Corporation and Incredible Technologies were the two. The first one made a game called It Came from the Desert 2, which we saw the first one a little bit one time when I played it on stream. The second company made Ninja Clowns and American Gladiators, and oh, this is Winter Games.
Yeah, Winter Games.
Oh.
I kind of like Winter Games. I have been tempted to give it out here, but I don't know how you would score it.
I don't know. But I would go ahead and say that at least one of the companies was probably better than the other one.
I mean,
yeah.
you could probably give out Winter Games, and just whoever can score anything on figure skating wins.
Apparently this specific port was by Beam Software, which if so, they're pretty much the worst. They're
pretty
so
much.
bad.
Cadis, I believe we did have that as a Gauntlet State, and nobody did it.
Bloop, bloop, bloop. Yeah, one of the people who worked on the music for this did help with the sound on Back to the Future 2 and 3, which everybody knows is a good video game, and Back to the Future 1. Wait, he worked on all three?
Well,
okay.
I mean, that would make sense coming from Beam Software.
They don't even credit anybody who programmed the game. They have produced by Tom Sloper, who produced Alien vs. Predator in 1993. How about Top Gun 2006, Die Hard 91, Ghostbusters 2, which is probably how they actually got the logo in here. My gosh.
That is probably how they got the...
I love it. Okay, I'm a fan of this guy. Oh, and he did the graphics for which Ku5ogrande game? Possibly the original. Okay, artist for Ku5ogrande, which is the worst game in existence, did the production for this. Nobody likes Ku5ogrande. Have you ever talked to somebody and asked them their favorite game and they said Ku5ogrande?
Smite likes Ku5ogrande?
Is it his... No, he doesn't.
I
want Smite to come here and tell me he likes Ku5ogrande, because...
All right.
No. Wow, people in chat like Ku5ogrande. Would you kiss Ku5ogrande?
Well...
No, he's got like a weird octopus face. I'm not gonna smooch Ku5ogrande. Pixel Penguin. Unfortunately, getting a game over him, that's probably gonna be it for them. Might as well hop back in. Ku5ogrande has the moves.
Yeah,
he doesn't even have a lips. He's got a circle. Okay. He's got a lip. One single, very round, circular lip.
Well, yes, but Q5ogrande also, you can learn things from Q5ogrande, like how to swear.
Oh yeah, that's helpful.
Well, it is.
Yeah. Well, how to swear without really swearing. Yeah, there we go. Other people in chat agreeing with me. Q5ograde's dumb. Remember, we are going to be going 2 minutes over time, so just so people can continue the last attempt that they have. And so the reason we give a time limit for things like that is so that they can keep in mind that, hey, maybe if I'm having a bad run 10 minutes before, I just should reset and get a final attempt put together. There's a lot of metagaming that goes on with time limits when it comes to high scores here. And there's the hour. Let's keep going and see what they can do. Cadis is saying nobody is close.
Nobody is close. Right, I mean, Pixelated Penguin's got $230 right on day 2.
More than I have
So
sometimes.
the only person we really need to worry about is Albus.
Yeah.
Right, and see where they're at.
For sure,
but
I think 2050, that's significantly
that's
lower than the previous attempt. I'm still gonna give it to them, though. I promised. Okay, I made a promise. And you don't go back on promises. And you know what? 2 extra minutes of the Three Stooges, I think that's fine. I've destroyed people's souls over less. Or at least their hopes and dreams, you know. Yeah. By the way, I'm going to say, Glitchwitch, that this is not a roguelike. It's a Mario Party, okay?
Yeah, it's totally Mario Party.
We've never had a roguelike on Ku5ogrande, because every roguelike is perfect.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh my gosh. White Panther finishing that run 2960. Still, I believe that is a solid second place, having made just under $8,000. And
just over 8,000.
Oh yeah, over, not under. What am I even talking about? That is time, everybody. Time. We are free. We are free from the Stooges, okay? You never need to have another Stooge in your life ever again. Unless you want, you know. They can be cool dudes. I wish I could meet one of the Three Stooges. Not gonna lie, they're pretty dang awesome.
I think they've all passed away.
Well, we can go, like, get a necromancer. Or we could make a 3D hologram that talks to us. That would be scary. Ooh, I like this. Like they did with the musician guy. Oh, what's his name? Uh-oh.
I don't... You mean...
Tupac, yeah.
Yeah.
Hello there, Martin.
Hello.
Hey, congratulations on your victory today.
Gosh.
Yeah, was that a surprise for you?
Oh, yeah. I just really like the clam game.
You like the clam game the most?
It's a good game. I mean, it's probably the best way to get money, even if it's a little slow. But I mean, if you got an hour to do runs, it's probably the best way to go.
Yeah, it was a bit slidey, but it was actually a really fun mini game.
Yeah, I would agree that it was a little bit slidey there. Oh my gosh. I'm just trying to think. So what are your overall thoughts about the game as a whole?
I quite like it, actually.
Really?
Like, the less so, but the kind of evil wheel and then the slapping to make the wheel go slower. But I think it worked quite well.
Yeah, I'm glad that you enjoyed it. Honestly, with it being a game from my childhood, you know, I knew it wasn't great at that time when I played it when I was younger, but at the same time, I had so much fun.
Yeah, it's definitely a bit rough, but
Yeah, was there
pretty fun.
any mini game that you particularly disliked?
The boxing one, like there was like one you had to get really precise to get between the boxes and the ladder.
Oh yeah, that
So,
like I don't understand depth in that. It's a
yeah,
little
that was
bit
tricky.
difficult to tell. But yeah, I think White Panther actually
It's really
managed
good at
to get solid at that, and essentially whenever he got it, he'd get at least $700.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, I don't know. Everybody just had their specialty and were able to do what they could. So, do you think that this is a game that you could potentially return to in the future?
Maybe. Like,
Maybe.
if I could get good at the other mini games, then it'd be quite fun to play.
Yeah, the best ending, by the way, comes when you get $20,000.
Yikes.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a grind.
It's a lot of grind.
Okay, yeah, that's true. I don't know. I've never seen the best ending, but, you know, repair the orphan's house, make them happy. It'll probably still just say end at the end, but that's how it goes. Well, Martin, are you streaming anything else these days? Have anything else going on that we should know about?
I've got a Pokemon Sapphire randomizer going very slowly. I kind of stream
Ooh.
whenever I feel like it.
That's kind of fun. Okay, so just every now and then hopping in, seeing how it goes. Fun. Well, good. I think that everybody go ahead and follow Martin if you would like to get some
Follow
Pokemon
all of our
Randomizer.
runners.
All of our runners do stream on Twitch fairly regularly. I would suggest coming and hopping on in to their streams whenever you get the chance. You know, build up the community and build up some friends. Thank you, Martin, and we will see you later.
Thank you very much, bro. And Corndan.
Thank you, Corndan, for the commentary here.
You're
I'll
welcome.
catch you next time. Everybody, this is Ku5ogrande, the Bad Video Game Tournament. I want to go ahead and move on over to our next match. I'm going to do a little bit of preparation real quick, and then we will reveal the Game Masters. So, in 60 seconds, running an ad real quick. Be right back.